Oh, ow. That's not supposed to be there. Just knocked my knee on it. Let's get you back where you belong. That's a bit more like it. My knee should be safe. Good evening, darlings. It's me, Boaty, live and horizontal, and a very warm welcome indeed to Wednesday Night Live, where I am delighted to be joined by, well, first cab off the rank is Jimmy. Mighty Quinn, who says, good evening, Boaty and all. Hope you had a good day. Hope you did too, Jimmy. Andrew Buttigieg is, this is good news. Andrew Buttigieg, over Spotty Butty. Have a fantastic live tonight, Boaty. Off to work for me. I hope that's a good thing, Andrew. I hope that's a really, really good thing. I hope, I hope things are positive in that department for you. And while I raise my glass of wine, I must say a massive thank you to the lovely Sarah Parsons, who very kindly sent me this wine coaster, color coordinated for the kitchen, no less. And my table will be saved from my wet wine glass marks. Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. I need this tonight. Oh, I do. Gosh, it's a little warm, isn't it? Oh, that is very welcome indeed. Have a good day at work, Andrew, says Jimmy. Indeed. Lord Stiff Upper Lip is with us. And says, Heidi, hi. The lovely Ron McCulloch is with us and says, good evening, Boaty, you sexy beast of a man. Well, you're not so bad yourself there, Ron. Good evening to you too. It's nothing less than a sheer delight to have you with us. Our community is blessed and graced with your presence, dear boy. Peter P is here, the lovely Peter P. Good evening, Boaty and all. Matron is here. Good evening, all. How are all of you wonderful people tonight? What a fine question. Obviously, I want to hear how you are. I want to hear about your day. I want to know what you've been eating. All of the usual stuff, my little, I was going to say glove puppets, and then I almost corrected that to spunk trumpets, and I don't know where that came from. I'm really sorry about that. Hello, a phone call. Good evening. And then Heidi, hi, the lovely one. Okay, somebody decided to ring and play my own live stream back at me. So thank you very much for that. I enjoyed that very much indeed. Gosh, we are going to be busy tonight, aren't we? Good evening.
Hi, Mr. Perry from the fucking Leisure Peninsula here, sir. I hope you had a wonderful day, dear sir.
That's very kind of you. I hope your day was.
Thank you.
Oh dear, I enjoyed that one. I did enjoy that one. So Matron was asking how everybody was and hopes that no one has melted and we're all as well as can be. Kind thoughts there from Matron. Oh, the lovely Captain Mustard is here and says evening. Hello, lovely people, he says. Good evening.
Bum trumpet.
Oh dear. Jimmy F500, the lovely Jimmy F500. Hiya, y'all. How long till you won't be here anymore, Sir Boaty? Probably September. Not much longer to suffer. Maybe August. Disinterested car girl, the lovely M11. Hey to this wonderful community and good evening to the ever gorgeous Boat here. Hope you've had a better day today, Mr. B, and have some hugs. Thank you very much. I need them today. Now then, if you haven't done so already, get your cute, pert little asses over to the Disinterested Car Girl YouTube channel, which you will see has rather more subscribers now than it did earlier this afternoon. Like 11 more, I think, the last time I looked. And there you will find a film. Oh, yes, darlings. You will find a film, a video. It's a kind of précis of the last few days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and a teaser of videos to come. And I have to say, it's annoyingly good. And I say that because the M11 has become a very dear chum of mine. And I am very competitive with my very dear chums. So I want them to do splendidly well, but I don't want them to be better than me. And that video was annoyingly good, but I actually really enjoyed it because it just, it brought back immediate memories of the days that have just gone by, and I'm really looking forward to the next ones. But seriously, it is a genuinely good video. Go and watch it, hit the like button, and make sure that you subscribe because that channel is going places, I tell you. And I'm going to take full credit for the name, at least. Now, I wanted to find that channel. So I was typing in disinterested car girl, right? This is where my genius comes in. I only had to type DIS into the YouTube search and disinterested car girl popped up. And that was when I was signed in to Singles, which hadn't been subscribed. So that was, a completely impartial search from somebody not related. And so if within 3 keystrokes, you're getting to the top suggestion as the YouTube, as a YouTube channel, that's got to be good, hasn't it? And that's down to my genius name because there aren't many YouTube channel names that start with DIS, and being able to be found really easily in search has got to be good. And it's just an interesting name. I think people will click on it out of interest. But it's a really good video. You'll enjoy it, I promise you. So get over there and have a look. In some news, then, I'm still feeling a little bit tender. Not so much on my forehead now, but this area just here around the back of my neck. The lovely Sarah Parsons is with us. Hi, everyone. And hi, Jason and everyone in chat. Hello to you. Thank you again for this lovely gift and a lovely little card in an equally lovely little envelope. Normally, I'm frightened of brown envelopes because they could be from the taxman, but I wasn't frightened of this one at all. It was lovely. And I love the coaster. Thank you very much indeed. Now, somebody else bought me a coaster for my birthday before last, I think. But that's a different kind of coaster, and that is suited really well to the booze stand in the front parlour. Whereas this one is the perfect colours for the kitchen, and it is now gracing my all-purpose table and will no doubt continue to grace the table in perpetuity. That's a good word, that. Write that down. Alan Simpson is here. Good evening, Boaty and the Windy Bottom Watchers. Oh, I like that. Great video, DCG, says Peter PC. I told you it was. And the DCG says, thanks very much, Peter PP. Peter PP. Oh, dear. Just a little overview stroke taster. The best is yet to come. Can't wait to share it with you all. Can't wait to see it. Alan's asking Mustard if he's had any chance, any luck selling Lewis. Jimmy F500, bless him, says, "My buddy, my body is falling apart. I have a persistent cough, and it's only now the doctor's going to order an X-ray. We'll have a 24-hour blood pressure monitor next week, so something to look forward to." Oh, bless you, mate. Every good wish with that. And as Matron says, keep us up to date on the outcome. And Jimmy goes on that he hasn't looked at Emma's video yet, but he will eventually. That's a damning word, isn't it? Eventually. When there's absolutely nothing better for him to do. When he's so cringingly, bum-wipingly bored that he's about to tear his own eyeballs out, he'll whiz onto the Disinterested Car Girl channel and finally have a look at the video. And he'll be too late then. He'll be too late because there will be a thriving fan community around the channel, and he won't be able to get anywhere near the front of the queue. And, you know, you snooze, you lose. And quite frankly, Jimmy F500, you will have nobody to blame but yourself. So don't you come running here saying that you can't get anywhere near the M11 on her channel. Ah, that's what happens when you wait too late. And I'm sure that's grammatically incorrect in some way, but I don't particularly care, to be fair. Oh, and that rhymed. I'm a poet and I don't know it. Carl is here, World of True Crime Evening Troops. Good evening to you. Jimmy's wondering if you might be any good for parts. Neil, the lovely Neil, the man with the irrational hatred for gibbons. Hello all, how are we getting on tonight? Good evening to you, Neil. Hope you're okay, mate. I know you've been working like mad. And we're back in widescreen, says that guy from SETI Alpha 5, the lovely Barry, of course. And we are indeed. And what a relief to be back in in widescreen. Oh, I hate vertical. Honestly, if I was stuck on vertical, then I would just give up the doings. I need my widescreen. I've had a shitbag of a day dealing with plebs, says Barry. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, and speaking of Barry Scrotter is here and says, evening all, hello to you. Landscape mode, yay, says Jimmy F. Absolutely. Emma's telling Neil that she upset my ghosts. Well, something upset my ghosts. Yeah, I now have a smashed light fitting. I have Fleetwood Mac's Beautiful Child singing in my head. I need to blast that later, says Matron. Sorry, some of you are having shitty times, says Emma. Sending love to those who need a squeeze. Oh, that's very sweet. It would be fine if the people I have to investigate weren't retarded, says Barry. Well, at least that makes them easier to investigate. Or would you rather they were like Bond villains and really set you a challenge? I suppose it's like doing a children's crossword and doing the Sunday Times cryptic crossword, isn't it? You'd soon get bored of doing the kids and you'd want the challenge of the cryptic. So I understand that. This is amazing to be horizontal again, says Matron. And let me assure you, Matron is no stranger to being horizontal, if you know what I mean. Oh, yes, more on that story later. Did anyone else think Boaty was off to milk something at the start of the Wales video as he strode out manfully with his bucket? Well done, Alan Simpson. Just to be clear, that today's video is the daily diary video. You might have noticed that there was loads of footage of getting to Llandudno, even more footage of coming back, and virtually nothing of Llandudno. That's because it's not the official Wales video. That was just the daily diary. The Wales video will follow in due course, probably sometime towards the weekend, because it's going to take a lot of editing. It's going to be one of my it's going to be episode 3 of the Reclaiming My Homeland, or whatever the bloody hell I called it. So it needs to be done right with lovely production values. Oh, that's better. Normal production has resumed, says Ross Dino Dad. Boaty performs best when he's horizontal, says Emma. Neil says, was about to say horizontal. Does this mean good news? There's good news and bad news. I'll come on to that in a bit, and I'm not going to linger on it. Don't worry. This is going to be a positive and upbeat live stream tonight. Emma, did you film an educational video for Neil about the light doings? Oh, I'd be interested to know that. It's a little warm, says Matron, which also means a little moist. Ah. Emma, do you speak from experience? Did you record that as well? Says Neil. I made that coaster, says Sarah. Did you? You clever thing, you. Glad you like it. Oh, I love it even more now that I know it's a bespoke piece of your own. Let me give you a proper close-up of it. It's just the perfect colours for the kitchen, isn't it? How lovely and thoughtful. And Sarah, have you ever thought about working for Amazon? because this beautiful coaster, quite sensibly protected from damage, was sent in a box in which you could have fitted a small television. And it had a lot of packing peanuts or whatever you call them in. So, it arrived in pristine condition. It is lovely. It is lovely of her, Emma. I agree. Good evening, also, Bad Books. Yes, indeed, my living room light did indeed seem to explode. Matron's having a little giggle at Spunk Trumpets. Oh, and Emma's peeing herself, but somebody decided to ring in and play my own live stream back at me. How very kind. Oh, dear. In my case, says Barry, the fuck muppets I've had to tolerate today, I was getting ready to be done for GBH. Oh, Ross says, Emma, M11, just watch the enjoyable Wales video. It was a really good video, wasn't it? I'm not just saying that because, she's a chum and a community member. It's a genuinely good video and I really did enjoy it. And that's just the teaser done on a quick edit. You wait until you see the real ones. I bet there'll be something to behold because I can confirm, proper YouTuber, the M11, nothing, well, virtually nothing went unfilmed. She was a little slow to start and then everything got filmed. That's why we were late for the cable cars, because she was stopping every third stride to get some exotic shot of something or other. I was a bit crap by comparison, but don't worry, I'll just steal somebody else's footage and make it look really good. Hi, Jason, and all in chat, says the lovely Trisha. Oh, Peter P, good point. Has Emma, as a proper YouTuber, been added to the drain pipe of dreams? What an excellent point. And the answer is no, it didn't occur to me. But she absolutely should have been. Now, in fairness, everybody else was added to the drain pipe of dreams when they weren't actually here. So now I know how tall Emma is. I will indeed add her to the drain pipe of dreams. And I will film it for your collective and individual delectation and delight. No spoilers on Emma's channel. Oh, absolutely. Oh, Neil has just subbed. Good, man. How many subs has she got now? Wouldn't it be cool if we could get her up to 100 before the live stream finished? Might be a bit of a long shot, but that would be super cool. Oh, thanks for your compliment to my video today, Mr. B. Means a lot coming from you. You're welcome. Well, actually, I was just being honest. 3 strokes and you're at Emma's. Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight in the Wirral. The Leisure Peninsula. Says, hi, Jason, my dear. I've left you a message on your YouTube when I watched you and with the wonderful Emma. And Emma was very professional in her video. I agree. Considering she's a complete newbie, doesn't know how to operate the doings or anything, talk about a natural presenter. You watch at the start of the video, it's properly professional. Puts me to shame and makes Mustard look like a... Well, it makes Mustard look like mustard. And that's why he does well. Mustard is unique, just like everybody else. Oh, you're welcome. The clever name that you didn't want and will probably change at some point. I think it works. I must admit to you lovely people, that I think I made it clear that it's Emma's channel and she can do what the bloody hell she wants, obviously. But I think I may have applied a little persuasion in terms of sticking with the channel name for a while, because I just think it really, really works. But over to you, lot. What do you think? Is Disinterested Car Girl a good name for the channel, or is it a silly idea of mine and it should be changed at some point? I should start a channel named Disabled Twat. I'll be top, says DJ Palsy P. You know, the funny thing is that in this weird mixed up world of social media and goodness knows what that we live in, you probably would. You probably would. I'm here, says Mustard, eating noodles. I've got noodles for lunch tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I'm not keen on brown envelopes either, says Jimmy F. Unless they're a bribe. Oh, well, we all love a bribe, don't we? People are asking where the pizza is. Apparently, Mustard was making pizza. And the pizza was abandoned, apparently, because the dough, quite frankly, and Mustard's making no bones about this. He's not hiding. No, he's telling you straight. The dough was too gloopy. Good. Oh, excuse me. Evening. Excuse me.
I'm indebted to a man from Swansea
who wrote to tell me
his YouTubing experience has been somewhat compromised by the appearance of a toothless twat on his televisional device. Anyways, fuck you.
Now, that was my favourite. That was my favourite so far because, as that caller knows very well, that was appealing to one of my favourite sketches of all time. Not the 9 o'clock news, probably around 1979. And they were doing a skit of That's Life, if any of you are old enough to remember that. And if you remember, and in the skit, you've got Pamela Stevenson playing Esther Ranson, and she's in a dress with the skirt so big it's actually pegged down like a tent. So that was funny enough. And then you've got Rowan Atkinson and either Mel or Griff. And they were playing the two that were, I think they were Chris Searle and Doc Cox, otherwise known as Ivor Biggin. How he got away with Doc Cox, I've got no idea. But then at the very end, then if you remember, there was a character called Cyril. What's his name? Griff Rhys Jones took him off perfectly. And that's what that was a takeoff of. And it's one of my favourite things. The original went, I'm indebted to a gentleman from Swansea who wrote to tell me that his televisual entertainment was constantly ruined by the appearance of a camp old twat who continually reads his appalling drivel live on air. Well, all I have to say to you is this has nothing to do with me. Right, if you've never seen that, right, check it out. Not the 9 o'clock news, That's Life. It's a really, really funny sketch. I promise you'll enjoy it. I love that call. Well done. Oh, Sophie's here, and Sophie is starting the nursery on Friday. That is amazing. You're probably shitting yourself a bit, Soph. You'll be magic. You will be magic. You were made for that. So being nervous is fine if you are nervous. Maybe you're not. If you are, that's fine. But I reckon you're going to be grand. You'll be a natural nursery person, just like Emil and the Emilumps are natural YouTube presenters. I wish I was a natural at something. Well, I suppose I'm a natural wanker, aren't I? People are kind enough to make the effort to call in and remind me of it. Maybe that would be a t-shirt idea. World's greatest wanker. Oh, world's greatest wanker, and then with the phone number underneath. What would happen? What would happen if I paid for a Facebook advert or social media advert somewhere and put it out there just with a picture of me and the phone number and something like, your chance to call me wanker. Ring this number between 10 o'clock and midnight on Monday. Oh, that might be a laugh. Oh, and it's 1 till 4. Sophie's going to be in, so we'll keep our fingers and legs crossed for you. Rob Hedgehog is here, the lovely Rob. Evening, Boaty, evening up. We were talking about you on Monday or Tuesday, I think. Emmels was asking me, because, I forget, maybe you do too. She's only been known any of us for about 8 weeks. We're not old friends. I'm old friends with her sister, but she'd never heard of me or any of you lot until about 8 weeks ago. And she was asking me which of you lot I've met in real life. And I was telling her, and I was saying how lovely you all were, and I was saying that Rob Hedgehog was particularly lovely chap. I got a bit more time with Rob because I picked him up from the station and took him to the yard as well as doing the caravan lunch with him. Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight in the Whittle, the Leisure Peninsula. Ooh, sorry. Says, I hope we're all looking forward to seeing more of the wonderful Emma's videos from her trip to Jason, and I'm sure we are. And then follows up with saying thank you for them, which is very nice. I had an eventful near-death experience today, says Neil. Had a blowout on the trailer on the van, doing 60 miles an hour on the M6 in the middle lane. Bloody hell. Luckily, I managed to regain control of the trailer to the shoulder. Right, that genuinely is an eventful near-death experience. If you've ever had a blowout, and I have, they're quite a scary thing. They're up there with having a windscreen go when you're going at high speed, and that is terrifying. Both of them are very much brown trouser moments. Everybody's sending love and congratulations to Soph. And again, Mr. Stephen Paddy says, Mrs. Greenwood, your sister is very professional in the video I watched. Yeah, professional, but also very personable, I thought. I reckon she's got a massive future. I honestly do. She comes across so well. But then I thought I might have a future, and look what happened to me. So don't take any notice of me. Placement and something on your CV is nothing to be sniffed at, Soph. It could lead to great things. Good job you were sticking at 60, Neil, says Mustard. Indeed. How dare you, Boaty, says Jimmy F500. I've been stuck in traffic earlier on, nearly 45 minutes. I was tired and catching up on stuff. And I'm keeping the better vids until last. Oh, well, there you are. There you go, Jimmy F. You've well and truly carefully weaseled your way out of that one. So nice work. Oh, dear. Barry Scrotter says, truck tyres and trailer airbags are very loud when they go pop. I was okay, says Neil, but the member was absolutely petrified. Lucky for me, I'm very on it when I get the trailer out. I heard the pop, and the next thing it tried to throw the van into the left lane towards an HGV. Oh, bloody hell. Ross has got to go. He's taking Mrs. Dino for an endoscopy. Ta-ta for now. Well, that's a very different kind of date night than young Barry and Karen get up to. But no, in all seriousness, all best wishes to Mrs. Dino. Hope everything goes well. Barry Scrotter says, my mate has his caravan at 80. We keep telling him. Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Whittle, the Leisure Peninsula, ouch, sorry, says, I hope YouTube did not pocket your money. Oh, should we get on to that now? How many comments am I behind? I'm loads of comments behind, so I'll carry on with the comments, but I'm going to tell you all about that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Neil got it back under his control, slowed it down steady, then swung onto it, into an emergency lay-by, got another patrol to pick them up, but Jesus, not an experience I'd like to repeat. Completely, yeah. Yeah, that must have been a proper brown trouser moment. Sarah says, Emma, that coaster is absolutely beautiful. And Matron agrees, it's lovely. Peter P agrees, that's a lovely coaster. And Sarah Parsons says, yes, hand painted and restained. Ah, I love it even more now. That is fabulous. That is absolutely fabulous. Thank you. I will genuinely treasure that. Well done on the coaster, Sarah. It's nice. Alan Simpson says the word dung funnel has to be up there with spunk trumpet. That and wank puffin. Oh, and Matron's going for Cockwomble and R.I.P. Astro, who don't know if he originated that, but he was certainly the first person I heard use it. Simone is here but can't stay long. She's got a dentist appointment tomorrow morning. Good luck with that. Oh, and Jimmy F500 says, yes, the video of yours, Boaty, was good. Well, a couple of comments ago, Jimmy F500, you said you were saving the best ones till last, and you've already watched mine. So I guess we know what you really think of my video. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. No effort whatsoever went into my video, or very little effort. It was just that was a daily diary vid. The proper Wales vid with all of the proper footage will come out. Oh, and the Land Rover lunch. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a good one. Now then. The Land Rover lunch will be a daily diary video again. The daily diaries are a day behind, but I'm hoping to get 2 out tomorrow. Might be a bit difficult because on the advice of quite a few of you lovely people, tomorrow, God, and I'm not looking forward to it, tomorrow I'm going to the job centre. Yay, lucky me. How much am I looking forward to that? Next thing is somebody will see me walking into that for an initial appointment and report me for a benefits fraud. But yeah, a couple of people suggested, well, quite a few people suggested it. So yeah, I thought, yeah, might as well. But I'm going to talk about that stuff in a little while when I've whisked through some comments. But yeah, I'm going to try and catch up on the daily diary videos tomorrow. Today's is going to be short for reasons that you will discover quite soon. But the Land Rover lunch is going to take, that's going to take a bit of editing. That's not one that can just whiz straight up. Have you used your chopping board yet, Emma? Asked Mr. Stephen Parry. I've used mine. I've stuck the little sticky things on it. Do you want to see it? I adore this. Look, it's got the little sticky on footy thingies, and there it is in all its Art Deco glory. And it lives in front of the kettle. I thought that was the best place for it. And I absolutely love the fact that it's there. And thank you again to the M11 for buying it for me as a lovely memento of what was an amazing couple of days. Yeah, I did. Boaty was filming a dirty napkin on the pier floor at some point. Yeah, I did that. I should have put that in the daily diary film, shouldn't I? I was a bit rushed today. It'll make it in there somewhere. Wank Maggot is a fave, says Barry. That's a great one, says Matron. Oh dear. What's the drain pipe of dreams? Asked Simone. Never heard of it. Well, Simone, you should be on the drain pipe of dreams because you are a YouTuber. And if you do a YouTube search for the drain pipe of dreams, no doubt you will find it. Those who know, know. Oh, yeah. But you should be on there, Simone. Emma will definitely be on there. There goes Matron. There goes Matron's pretzel again. Oh, oh dear. Oh shit, he deployed the tongue. And now my bumhole is so far cringed up my body I can taste it. I was going to say that, says Neil. He even made me cringe. I second your comment, Trey, says Neil. I'd rather have the trailer incident again than have to hear that again. I can't read that one. Dan Peters is with us. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Boaty, sir. I join you on this rather warm night. Well, you do indeed join me, and it is indeed rather warm, and you are so welcome. I have asked Captain Mustard if I can come to the Yard of Dreams to meet the pair of you, which would be a treat. It definitely would be. It definitely would be. And then Dan's saying hello to everybody. Neil says it's been too warm today. My van's MPG has plummeted due to the aircon being on max. You don't pay for the fuel, Neil. Don't worry about it. Cyril Fletcher was classic, bless him. He was. He was amazing. A natural wanker Boaty, says Matron, and that's why we all love you. You're a twat, but you're our twat. Our community twat, says Peter P. Our twat leader, says Matron. Chief Hunt, says Neil. Oh dear. Oh, and the M11 says, oh gosh, my own pretzel just shriveled up at that. Trace, it's just got worse, says Neil. I would love to come to the Yard of Dreams on a lovely sunny summer day. Oh, I mean, there's no better place. I mean, it's up there with Marbella and Cap d'Antibes. I won't be able to walk for my arse clench cringe thanks to Boaty's mouth sex noises. Mustard says he will watch Emma's video tonight. Allow me to translate that for you, Emma. Mustard will watch the first 3 seconds of your video and then stop. He may leave a comment and he will tell you that he watched your video and he may say that he thoroughly enjoyed it. He won't watch any more than 3 seconds. Well, actually, I might be being unfair. He might with yours. I mean, with mine, he just totally avoids them like the plague or watches 3 seconds so that he can say, yeah, I watched it without lying. He might actually watch yours. And I don't think he'll be disappointed. It's beautifully presented. It's an ideal length and it's jolly nice. Yeah, he might manage to stick through till, maybe even get halfway through on that one. And they've both seen his Todger, Matron, says Peter P. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Simone says, I was pulled over by the Rozzers this morning. Oh, that could be painful. Asked me for ID and if I was insured, etc. and what I was doing today. They let me go. So that's good. Oh, there we are. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Dung funnel is brilliant, says Mustard. I still truly enjoy the channel, Mr. Boaty, says Dan Peters. And I truly still enjoy you, my dear fellow. And I know that it's not always easy for you to make the live streams. And I really appreciate you being here. And I appreciate the effort. You're an awful divil, as they say here in the Emerald Isle, says Jimmy F500. Trying to catch me out, Boaty. I am an awful divil. Mr. Stephen Paddy says, Neil. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, bless him. Bless him. Neil's been in Mr. Stephen Paddy's neck of the woods and has been sharing some inside information. But Stephen also wishes the lovely Sophie an enjoyable work placement on Friday. Did you get the sack asks, Ron? No, kind of the opposite, as you'll find out in a moment. Boaty t-shirt idea says Carrie Sparks. Muff diving instructor, first lesson free. No muff too tough, we dive at 5. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Boaty, as you know, says Sophie, I claim universal credit. No need to be scared to walk into a job centre. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Yeah. And don't ever be shamed, stand proud. Good God, I've caught up with the comments. Who knew? Who knew? Oh, Simone's saying good night to everyone. Right, just catch you up on the other bits. I'm not going to dwell on them. And, once we get them out of the way, we won't need to talk about them again, will we? No, we won't, Boaty. So, I said there was good news and bad news, didn't I? The good news is that email last night was genuine. They've accepted that I am who I am. They've got records of my face, my digital facial recognition. They've got all of my documentation on file. So my privileges, such as they are, have been restored. So, that's good for now. The bad news is that, again, I've been onto YouTube today. As I was saying, I was demonetized on May the 27th. There was, by my standards, a goodly amount of money in the pot from May the 1st to May the 26th. Mostly money from you guys, channel memberships, gifted channel memberships, Neil and others, super chats, super thanks, so on and so on and so on. I'm not getting that money. Basically, because I was demonetized in May, then as far as they're concerned, May is a 0 month. That's totally the opposite of what I was told, and totally the opposite of everything that I read. But there you are. That's what it is, and it was confirmed by the creator support team. There's a chance that were I to become remonetized, it would be reinstated. But the point is that I did the research, I asked the questions, I was expecting that money on Sunday. It didn't come, and basically, I'll cut a long story short, I won't waffle. It means the end of days has come a month earlier than I thought it would come. Like I'm sure a lot of YouTubers, I arranged for direct debit standing orders to come out immediately after the YouTube money comes in. That's why I arranged the Wales thing for Monday. Money's supposed to go in Sunday. So basically, over the space of the last couple of days, I've completely lost control of my bank account. Numerous payments have failed. I've got hit with loads of charges for failed payments. And, the time has come to be realistic. I didn't think this was going to happen until next month. I thought I'd have a month for a chance to change things, whatever. It's happened. It's now. It's just end of days, darlings. I've got no way of coming back from this. My bank account is now totally out of my control. I'm not going to be able to get that back. And yeah, it just is what it is. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for help. This is a result of my own choices in life. I took a gamble. I was kind of forced into taking it, but I took a gamble that that either YouTube would take off a little bit, or there would be better employment possibility or a business partnership opportunity with the restaurant people, and that would come before end of days would come. Obviously, being demonetized completely from YouTube was a massive kick in the nuts in that regard, and then not getting a whole, effectively a whole month's worth of money. That's just the final straw. So it's time to own up, time to take responsibility. Some things are ultimately my fault, my responsibility, nothing to do with anybody else. I put my faith in the restaurant and their promises, and I took a punt on YouTube, kind of because I had no other options. I've applied for literally hundreds of jobs. I've got nowhere. I think I spoke about it last night. I was very tired last night. I think I spoke about the potential reasons why I don't get employed. Some of them are very obvious. And last night's video title is a clue. Now, the lovely Ron pointed out last night, who would employ somebody with half a mouth of teeth? There's truth in that, darlings. There is truth in that. Many jobs that I would be ideally suited to, customer-facing jobs, I know that I don't get because of imperfections, disfigurements, whatever. So as much as that might be a trolling remark or whatever, it's based on truth. It is based on truth. And there are lots of other reasons as well. So the bottom line is it's just end of days now. There's no getting around it, no point in pretending otherwise. As I say, so much stuff has bounced now that I could never get it back. You know how it works. It's a downward spiral. Stuff bounces. They charge you for it bouncing. You might get bank charges for a bounced payment for being over your overdraft limit. The companies that you've bounced a payment with slap a 15 or 20 quid charge on, and then they try to take it again in 3 days' time. And if the money's not there, you get more charges again. And it just goes on and on and on. And you've just got no way of getting back from that, really. Especially when my income has been, buggered up by YouTube. So there you go. There you go. Not looking for sympathy, not looking for help, just telling you how it is, my own fault, or at the very least, my own responsibility. And there are going to be some ramifications from that, if I'm totally honest. Because of the gamble that I took, or the position that I was placed in, or my inability to find a proper job, whatever you want to say, whatever it was, then the kind of gamble or the jeopardy that I've been doing is that I've been every day, every week, every month, I've been getting further into debt because I don't earn enough money. I've tried various things. I tried the car thing with mustard twice. I've tried YouTube, and God knows I've tried at the restaurant. 8 years, I haven't missed a single day. Had no holidays, no holiday pay. Haven't taken a single day off sick because I don't get sick pay. And they've promised me this, that, and the other. I've tried to work to make that happen. I'm not asking for a handout from them. I'm not asking for an increase in wage. I'm asking for an opportunity to work with them using the skills that I have to earn them more money and to earn myself a livable wage while I'm at it. And all I've been doing is hoping that at some point, and I've not been a million miles away from it, if I was earning from YouTube what Captain Mustard earns from YouTube, I'd be fine. Absolutely no problem. So, I was hoping that would happen, or something would happen with the restaurant, or we'd sell some cars, or a combination of the three. And maybe I was being silly, maybe I was being unreasonable. I've tried to get work as well. I've tried to get jobs as well. But the bottom line is, it hasn't worked. YouTube's gone tits up, and now it is literally just end of days. And no point in fanning around with it. Just got to deal with it. Got to face what it means. And what it means is that, obviously there are the main things are that because I've not this week and won't be able to next week, and probably not the week after, and probably never again, I'm not able to meet the court payments that I need to meet, because there's an order against me for non-payment of council tax. I've got a payment arrangement with the bailiffs, as a lot of you guys know. I've now defaulted on that, and I'm not going to be able to undefault. So that's going to mean bailiffs, removal of this, that, and the other. That's probably going to lead to losing my house, because, I'm not going to be able to pay the rent at some point. And, it's council tax, non-payment of council tax. And never mind the court thing, I'm not paying this year's council tax either. So, there's a reasonable or some chance that I'm going to end up, with a prison sentence. And there's going to be all sorts of other shit. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't fancy it. I don't fancy it. So I think that part of the skill is knowing when to say, look, I've had a fabulous time. It's been amazing, but it's time to leave the party, Enough's as good as a feast. I don't want to hang around for the bit where everybody's drunk and talks crap, and somebody starts a fight and somebody else is sick on the carpet. I'll just bugger off while everything is still pretty nice, and just think, well, I've had a lovely time, and there we go. So, yeah, that's that. That's the plan. I've spoken to them at work tonight. I will speak to some other people, and yeah, that's that. So that's done. We don't need to talk about that anymore. So let's get back to the old comments. I can get your YouTube closed, says Ron McCulloch. Well, join the queue. Join the queue. Somebody else might be ahead of you in trying to do that, but feel free to join in. Add your grist to the mill. And if that brings you joy and makes your life happier, then happy to help. Glad to be here for you. Just popping in to say hello, says Black Lines. Hope you've had a better day today, Boaty. Bless you, Black Lines. Hope you're doing okay, mate. Thieving bastards. People gave you that money. It's not theirs to take. Well, they think it is. They should refund the viewers for that, says Matron. I did raise that. Now, I got an email transcript of the conversation, if anybody's interested. And I told a little fib. I said, look, my viewers, my community members, my friends, they're asking, what about this money that they've given in good faith? Should they initiate chargebacks with their card companies or their banks? And the reply to that was, and I'll try and remember this verbatim, I can check it out, was, that's up to you and them. There you go. There you go. That's something, mate. No way they can pocket any of that money. It's not theirs to take. Yeah, I was surprised. And again, everything I read said that wouldn't be the case. After whenever it was last night, it looked bad because I checked into my actual AdSense account. Now, my YouTube studio thing, that shows the money is being there. That shows that this was the money you earned in May, and that would be paid on the 23rd of June. But when you go to AdSense, May is a zero income month. So there you go. There you go. There is a possibility, in fairness to YouTube, that should the channel become remonetized, then that money would then become reappear. But the thing is, darlings, the thing is, that's a long way away. Now, I can't reapply until the 27th of August. And it's not an immediate thing. So let's say that I get remonetized in September. Then my first payment would be the 23rd of October. It's June, July, August, September, October. You know, it's 4 months. It's a minimum of 4 months. That's a heck of a long time, isn't it? And you know, by then we're into winter, and yeah, it's just, and with absolutely nothing happening. What's the daily diary? The restaurant. Oh God, I made an error of judgment with the restaurant. Quite honestly, but I don't blame myself for that because, well, on one hand, why wouldn't I? And on the other hand, I didn't really have much in the way of other options. I tried to find other options, but there's no way around it, loves. It's just, it's end of days. It is what it is. And hey ho. Honestly, Boaty, you deserve the channel members. I will happily pay for mine. I second that, Dan, says Neil. Oh, bless you. Yeah, they are. Stay positive, Mr. Boaty, sir, says Dan Peters. People of our age struggle with jobs, in my opinion, says Jimmy at 500. I'm finding it just impossible. I'm finding it just impossible. I can't tell you how many jobs I've applied for. And yeah, it genuinely does just seem to be impossible. I've looked into working from home stuff today, and I've applied for some of those as well. I'm not giving up without a fight. The plan that I've put into place is a plan that I am genuinely hoping not to have to do, but I need to have it there because I need to have an alternative to the worst case scenario. I couldn't cope with that, and I won't cope with that. I'll tell you straight. So I need to know that I've got an alternative in place, and I need to know that that alternative isn't going to fuck anybody else up. So those are the things that I'll put into place, but that doesn't mean that I won't fight against it. I'll fight until, you know, I'll desperately try and get anything to sort the situation, but I've got to be realistic. There's no point in pretending that things aren't as they are. And as I say, there's a route that I'm simply not prepared to go down. And if it came to that, then I just want the option of saying, thanks for the party. It's been brilliant. I've had the best time. I'm off. Oh, Sarah Robinson. There's a name I don't recognise. Boaty, I'm glad I'm watching this because I went to view a new car, a Mercedes E-Class 3-litre estate. And I have a poor habit of not selling the car I already have. I feel your pain. Yeah. Yeah. YouTube and restaurant are both dead ends and a convenient and comfortable distraction. Time to terminate both. Yeah, John Marutti. Cancel all direct debits, then at least you won't get hit with bank charges. Yeah. Get a job as a recovery driver. You'll be creaming overtime. I wish I could. Are you insured for the company on Cars with Captain Paul? Yes, I am. Was YouTube really helping you to pay the bills? Asked Jimmy F500. Well, it was money. So, yeah, of course, it was money. It's not a lot of money, but it's money. It's, whatever way you want to look at it, then it's a number of bills that I wouldn't be able to pay otherwise and now can't pay otherwise. And of course, the hope was that things would improve. Maybe I didn't do it very well. I tried to work at eBay. YouTube. I always get the two mixed up. I tried to work at YouTube. I put the videos out. I did the live streams. Did everything that you say that you should do. Do collaborations with bigger channels than you. Try and get famous people on board. So I tried to do all of the right things, and I put the hours in, and God knows I put the videos out there, and but maybe I'm just not very good at it. What can you do? I hope you don't end up in prison. I won't, believe me, I won't. Oh, you won't end up in prison. Being unable to pay is not the same as refusing to pay. I don't know exactly how it works. Neil says, register your house as a place of worship. Churches don't pay council tax. Oh, dear. I don't earn a fortune on YouTube, says Mustard. And he's right, he doesn't. But if I earned what he did, I would be okay. I'm not saying it's a fortune. It's not. I know what Mustard earns. And it's about 3 times what I do. Or what I did when I used to earn on YouTube. And if I earned that, that's what I was working towards. I didn't need to be a JM on cars or a Harry's garage or even a Hubnut. I just needed to be a Mustard and I would have been okay. That would genuinely have been enough. So I didn't think I was being stupidly unrealistic. I just needed to get to being a Mustard. And I thought that maybe if I worked hard enough and was honest and whatnot, I thought maybe I would get there. But, wasn't to be. But there you go. I mean, it's been fun. I don't regret a minute of it, a second. And as I say, not looking for sympathy or anything like that. My choices, my responsibility. You make your bed, you lie in it. There you go. Black lines, Boaty, in all seriousness, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about that. Nuclear option, if you like, worst case scenario, but I'm not going down a certain road. So if and when it comes to that, I'm putting things into place so that I can go the other route. It's not going to screw anybody else up. I'll put everything in place so that everything is sorted. I've already started doing that. I talked to the people at work tonight. I'm not going to leave any sort of a mess to be cleared up or anything like that. But for my own peace of mind, I need to know that I'm not forced to go down a route that I would just find utterly intolerable. But again, as I say, I'm going to fight. I'm going to do everything I can so that that doesn't happen, but I do need it to be there. And for my own sanity and peace of mind, I need to know that it's there. Because, there are just some things that are beyond the pale. And if I was a young buck, if I was in my 20s and had all sorts of things to look forward to in a lifetime, then it would be different. But I'm not. I'm not. I'm of an age where friends of mine shuffle off this mortal coil all the while. I've had a bloody blast. I've had an amazing time. And anyway, we don't need to be talking about all of that. Diddly-doo, diddly-doo. My attitude is pay a little. No court in the land will reject. I owned a fuel card. I ran 300 quid on it. First payment 18 quid, non-payment 50 quid. The rest was a pigging nightmare. Pay cash at pumps. Yeah, well, definitely pay cash at pumps. The old petrol pump trick is gone, hasn't it? The old pay at pump thing. They didn't used to take the payment for 3 days. So you could, if you were skint, you could fill your card up using the old pay at pump, and they might take a quid, but they wouldn't take the full payment for 3 days. So if you did it like the day before you got paid, it was like free credit. But that's gone now. Now they freeze 100 quid or something when you go to the pump. It happens. Can you move to a cheaper place to live, 1 bedroom? No, because well, to be honest, a 1 bedroom place wouldn't cost any less than this, and I wouldn't get a place anyway because my credit is completely fucked now, isn't it? So I wouldn't pass the credit check for the landlord thing, and it wouldn't save me any money anyway. Really, I get this place really cheaply. Why not be a bus driver or a lorry driver? I'd love to do that. I would love to do that, but who's going to train me at my age? It wouldn't be worth their while, would it? Just a single job could transform your entire life. You're in a mess, that's all. Yeah, but get that single job. This is the discussion I had with the guys at work tonight. Get a job. I'm trying to get a job. How about you guys? Give me a proper job. I make you money. I get paid. You earn more money. Why not do that like you've been promising me for the last 4 years? Oh, and the other great suggestion was we would never be in that situation, because if we couldn't work or didn't earn enough, all of our wives work. You should get married. Well, great. Yeah, great idea. Somebody arrange a marriage for me before next week, and I will gladly do it. And yeah, like your wives, they will go out to work in their nursing homes and you can slap them about. Great. Yeah, find me one. Honestly. Council flat stroke 1 bed flat and universal credit. Try getting a council flat. If you're a woman with kids, you'll get one. If you're a bloke with no kids, you'll be on the waiting list for about 50 years. How many single men with no children, or even single men with children, are sleeping on the streets. There's a lot. And that's another thing that's another road that I'm not prepared to go down. Hence the alternative plan. Perfect job for you as a driving instructor. Look into that. Bloody hell. How about a Shane McGowan tribute act instead of Neil Diamond? Well, I did cover one of his songs. I used to do Fairy Tale of New York around Christmas, but I haven't got the voice that I used to have. Be honest, Boaty, have you looked into Universal Credit? Yeah, I'm going there tomorrow. I bet you're entitled to loads of stuff, council tax benefit for starters. Not enough. Not enough. But I'm going down that road. I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm going to try all of that. I'm in that awkward place where I'm in that awkward place where I earn not quite little enough or a little bit too much or something. I don't know. I hate all of that stuff anyway. And I kind of don't believe in it. I'm a man. I'm willing to go out to work. I will go out and work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. No problem. I just need somebody to give me a job. And I don't care if it's something mindless and pointless, or I don't care if it's somebody who wants me to use any business experience that I might have to help them make themselves a fortune. All I want to do is to earn minimum wage and pay my bills. But you'd think that might be easy, but apparently it's not. Why not go back into singing as you love doing that? Well, I'm too old. I don't have the looks anymore. It would take me, well, honestly, at my age, voices go. I'd never get my voice back to where it was, and I would have to find, 10,000 quid or something to get all of the equipment. So there we go. There we go. I didn't want to do this, darlings. I just wanted to gloss over that. And we won't be talking about this again. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for advice. I'm not looking for anything. I'm a realistic chap. Things are what they are. It is end of days. Don't get me wrong. I'm not giving up. I'm going to fight. I'm going to do everything that I can. I'm just saying that there's a plan because there's a road I'm simply not willing to go down. Oh, and Ron has very helpfully said, nobody wants to employ you with your looks. And Ron, you're absolutely right. That message was deleted by Matron, by the way, but he's absolutely right. When you look like a homeless crack addict because for whatever reason, you've lost a toothy peg or two and you've got a baby's head growing out the side of your face, yeah, guess what? People don't want you to represent their business because employers have choice. And I'm not complaining about this. I was an employer for many years and I had choice. And I used to employ good looking women. And that, was that wrong of me? Legally or morally, probably yes. But hey, the person who pays the piper calls the tune. So I always used to employ attractive people. And frankly, as a business owner, if I'm given the choice between an attractive and, somebody who's going to be in a customer facing role, if I'm given the choice between somebody who's going to scare the customers and somebody who isn't, who are you going to go for? Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hello.
What a wanker, but could everybody listening to this, could he stop taking the piss out of this poor guy? He's going for a hard time. You are a wanker, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Keep your chin up, old sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Bye-bye, sir.
Take care, buddy. Right, so yeah, there we are. Pop that back in the freezer. Now, in happier news, darlings, I have the great good fortune to have staff curry for supper, and I will be having noodles for lunch tomorrow. So that's all good. Oh, right. Regarding the universal credit stuff, I did the online thing. I know exactly what's available. In terms of actual monetary help, it's virtually nothing. But somebody did point out to me, somebody, bless them, did the calculations and said, look, and I think Emma said this as well, you might not get much. You might get nothing, or only a very negligible amount in terms of actual cash. But if there's payments like there have been for the heating allowance and all of that sort of thing, and you qualify for free this, free that, and the other, free the other. So I'm doing it. I'm going there tomorrow. But again, there's no point in being unrealistic. And so I know what's coming. You do it all online now anyway. And then you go in and they tell you all online. And then you go in and do the face-to-face bits. So it's not going to make a difference. I know that. Even if food bank will save a fortune. Well, food is the one thing I don't need to worry about because my food comes from work. So that isn't a problem. Oh, I love this, Neil. I've got a customer-facing job and I fucking hate people. So someone who's good with people like yourself should have no worries. It's just the way I look, mate. It's just the way I look. Can't be helped. Anyway, as I say, I was just letting you know what's going on. We're not going to talk about this. We're not going to go on. After tonight, we will forget about this. Things will continue as normal, and que sera, sera. Things will be what they will be. Is the restaurant actually paying enough money for the hours you put in, though, plus the travel cost? No. No is the honest answer. But better than nothing. And as I say, there were a lot of promises. How many cars can you sell? Got to be 3 or 4 or 5 grand sitting outside. Yeah, but I don't own them. Right. Anyway, there we are. I'm kind of sorry I mentioned all of this now, but we needed to talk about it, and then it is all finished now. We're not going to mention this again after tonight. Surely the restaurant can help. You might think that after being family and a brother and after giving 8 years of not missing a single day and doing everything I can, you'd think they might, wouldn't you? But there you go. There you go. Oh dear. So hey ho. Anyway, who knows what tomorrow will bring? Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Maybe tomorrow I'll wear a dressing gown. What tonight will bring is staff curry, and tomorrow will bring noodles. And I'm going to have to go down to Chesterfield, down to the town. Oh, God, I'm going to hate that. I'm going to hate that. It won't come as a complete surprise. I had to go through the benefits thing. Never done it in my life before. Never done it in my life before. Never thought I would. But after my accident, I did have to do it for a period of time. And I found it very difficult to deal with, to be honest. But hey ho, there we are. There we are. So yeah. So that's it, my lovelies. Maybe something will happen. Maybe the restaurant will. And like I said, I'm not asking for anything. It's just that I said before, the problem with the restaurant guys, they've got too much money. They don't need to worry. If they did any of the things that I want to do, open a dark kitchen in Southern Sheffield, or open a third restaurant, or make the upstairs of either or both restaurants into an Airbnb. Okay, at Ripley, can't do that at the moment because we don't own it. We don't even rent it. You know all of that story. The other one, Claycross, we own that. It's empty. It's doing nothing. They're complaining about nothing being done, the company being in disarray, the website's being down. And I've said, I can do all of this. I can sort all of this. You'll never have to worry about it again. Just pay me for an extra however many hours a day, and I will do everything. You won't have to worry about it. You can do whatever you want. I will do all of the admin. We've talked about all of this. I'm not even asking for legal money. I'll accept their payment. I'm not asking for minimum wage. I'll work below that. And I will sort everything out for them. They just need to let me do it. But hey ho. Hey ho. They've got enough money to pay you properly then. They're multi-millionaires, Black Lions. Multi-millionaires. They've got all the money in the world. They just don't like giving their money away to people or paying people. But that's fine. I'm not asking them to pay me more. I'm asking for the opportunity that they've been promising me for 4 or 5 years, where we do some business together. I earn them even more money, and I get to be able to live. Are you on the books at the restaurant? Because if so, they couldn't get away with below minimum wage. Yes, I am on the books, and yes, they can. Quite simple. Here's a hint for all of you employers. Just don't mention the amount of hours worked in the contract. If you look at any of my wage slips, then I get a certain amount of money per month. There's no mention of how many hours or the hourly rate. I just get X amount of pounds per month. Easy. When I first met you, you were doing admin for other restaurants and you had to constantly chase what they owed you. The Nepalese way is not for you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. When I first met Mustard, then a lot of the other Nepalese community were using me to launch restaurants, do their marketing, and they didn't pay me. Good morning.
Hello, Boaty, it's Sophie. You know
Hey,
what?
Soph.
I've got a message. Fuck
Okay.
the world. Fuck people.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Bless you, darling. Same goes to you. Fuck them all.
Just ignore all the negativity on the comments. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, Matron's taking care of that.
Oh, no, she's doing a good job.
Bless her. Are you all right, sweetheart? You excited about Friday?
Yeah, I'm really excited for Friday. I'm not actually nervous. I think I'll be nervous when I'm at the front door.
Yeah, probably.
But I think one of the kids will probably come up and boost my energy up a bit.
That's the thing, isn't it? You come alive
Yeah.
when you're around kids. And they...
Yeah.
And kids, they just trust you. I remember Mustard's daughters, when you first met them, and they were just drawn to you like a magnet.
Oh, the one was, yeah, she was absolutely adored by me, but for the first time, bless her. It all started by picking bricks up and then cleaning it up and thinking that she could pick all the bricks up off the floor.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, but no, it comes randomly with little ones when they want to talk, and yeah. But no, I'm excited. Neil's here, as you know, but yeah, just chin up. You know, we're coming down to see you the 22nd.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
So just keep your chin up, and we both, everyone loves you.
Oh, bless you.
You know, we're all here for you, and yeah, just ignore negativity, because I've had it today, and I'm still going. You just got to brush it off and just ignore it.
Yeah, that's about the way. That's about the way. But it's all good, love. Don't you worry.
But no, all I'm going to say is, because we'll probably be going to bed soon.
Keep being a tosser.
Keep being a tosser, Neil said.
I heard that.
He heard that, he said.
Oh,
But
yeah.
no,
Don't
I think
worry.
we're going to go to bed soon, so
Yeah,
I'm going to head off because
you
no
and
one
me
wants to
both.
know what I want to talk about on your live.
I'm knackered. I'm gonna have my curry and I'm gonna go to sleep. And you know, who knows what tomorrow will bring, eh?
Yeah, definitely. And trust me, you've got nothing to be ashamed of at all.
Bless you.
I know you've probably done it before, but you never know. Don't judge yourself, because obviously you've been saying that you don't know how much you'll get paid. You'll probably walk in there and go, "Oh my God, didn't expect that."
Oh no, I know exactly how much. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
don't.
It won't be a fat lot, and I know that from my like obviously being on it myself. But no, it's not a lot. But trust me, it does help.
Well, no, you see, the thing is, of course, I'm working, and
Yeah.
there is that income. So, if you go in and you're not working, then that's one thing. But if you go in and there's the income, then
it's like when I was at the course the other day, for Job Club, and this is to anybody who hasn't got a job. We sat in the classroom with a laptop doing job search till 10:30 till 12:30, and I only read 2 jobs and applied for 2 jobs, and that was it. There's nothing out there.
Oh, tell me about that.
And it's like all the tutors are like, "Oh, you need the levels, you need the qualifications." You don't. You don't at all. But no, chin up, keep yourself going, keep doing things to keep you occupied as you do, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you, and I'll speak to you more about it and when we come up on the 22nd.
Bless you, sweetheart. Can't wait to see
love
you both.
Speak to you soon.
Too.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, there. God Almighty, it's past, darlings. Right, well, it is more than time to go, isn't it? So, yeah. Thank you for tonight. As always, thank you for all the time. Sorry about introducing this. I needed to get it out of the way. We're not going to talk about this again. It's like I say, it's my thing, my responsibility. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for help. I knew what I was doing. I know what I've got myself into. I've made decisions in life, going back to the divorce and then walking away from Boo and all of the money and everything. And yeah, I'm a man. I take responsibility. It's right. And don't think that I'm giving up. I'm not. I'm going to do everything I bloody can. I just, like I say, there's one path that I won't go down. And so I'm just protecting myself against that. And I'm mentioning it once and once only so that if, well, anyway, we don't need to be talking about that. So, yeah, I'm going to bugger off and I'm going to eat some lovely curry and I'm going to watch a nice YouTube video and get some sleep. And just thank you all so much, as always. Oh, God, keep the live stream open while I have supper. No, I did that when I was with, when Emma was here. You don't need to see that again, do you? I'm fine. Right. Okay, seriously. If any of you are concerned, I promise you I'm absolutely fine. Genuinely, I'm fine. It's like a weight has been lifted. Just, realizing that there is an alternative. It doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. And honestly, please God, it doesn't come to that. But if it does, I've had an amazing life. I'm 53 years old. I've had a fantastic time. I've got no family. I've got nothing. Everything's, and if it came to that, what would I have to look forward to anyway? More teeth falling out, my body falling apart, ending up in some dreadful old people's home. And honestly, at my age, friends of mine, never mind friends, former cycling colleagues, the average age of a professional cyclist, the average life expectancy is 53 years. So I've done that. And that's a genuine fact, by the way, or it was the last time I checked it. So, I've done that. And I've not had any major things. I'm still walking about. I'm still happy. I've had an amazing couple of days at the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday were absolutely fantastic. Everything is still good. So, like I say, enough is as good as a feast. Sometimes you just have to know when to leave the party. And let's be honest, I'm of an age where, the lifestyle could kick back at you and you could just keel over with a bloody coronary at any moment. So it's not like you're robbing yourself of an assured future. And anyway, hopefully it won't come to that. I'm still leaving room for other possibilities. I hope so, Emma. They were brilliant. They were just the best. I loved every second of them, and thank you. And I want to do the Great Yarmouth thing. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe if the worst does come to the worst, then I'll think. Neil rang me earlier, and maybe I'll do some cheaty thing and manage to get myself a bloody so that if I did lose the house and all of that, then maybe I could manage to blag myself a cheap old camper van and I'll start a new life as a as a van lifer, as I believe they call them. And then I could make a bloody fortune on YouTube, couldn't I? So it's just, yeah, today was a bit of a kick in the teeth. It's all looking negative. I've had, honestly, I've just had endless phone calls, texts, messages, even from friends. Even my friends said, sent me a thing saying, your payment, oh, there you go, and there's another one. Your payment didn't go in, and yeah, and it just gets on top of you a bit. Good morning.
2 words. Only fans.
Yeah, I'll try it.
They don't care what your face looks like.
What
They
do
just
I?
care about the old trombone.
Oh, well,
Enough said.
they're welcome to a look at that. I'll show them my feet as well for good measure.
That's it. We need to get foot fetish bloke back up. Get him about 10 quid for a pair of socks. You'll be laughing.
I'm up for that.
Keep your chin up, tough lad.
Cheers, dude. Catch you later.
All right. Liars.
Oh, I think the caravan's being sold. Somebody in one of the comments on Mustard's video said they wanted it. But right, that is it, darlings. I'm going to get off. It's way too late. I've kept you way too long. Don't be worrying about anything. Don't be feeling sorry for me. None of that nonsense. I've had an amazing life. It's still pretty amazing. The last couple of days have been great. Oh, fucking hell. It's all just a bit, yeah. So there we are. There we are. There we are. And yeah, so on that bombshell, thank you for your company tonight, darlings. It's been lovely. Thank you for seriously, thank you for all of your support in the build up to Emma coming over, and thank you for supporting the live streams. And bloody hell, how much money do I owe you that you're sending all those messages? Thank you for supporting the videos, and please do support Emma's videos. There are more to come, more good stuff, I promise you. And just thank you all for being there and for just being amazing and wonderful and lovely and fluffy. Fuck me. Ooh, gosh. Right, I'm going to go and eat. I'm going to go and eat and finish my wine and go to sleep. And please don't worry, I'm happy. It's all good. And I will see you tomorrow night. Oh, I'll see. Bloody hell. I'll see you tomorrow with Emma, won't I? Tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, Thursday Night Live with Emma and Boaty. You'd be mad to miss it. All right, darlings. Much love to you all. Yeah, much love to you all. Have a safe and peaceful night. Have the best day that you can tomorrow. And just all the love in the world from me. Thank you all so much. Seriously, thank you. For you and indeed, bosh.